We've been talking to Joe Wurzelbacher, a.k.a. Joe the Plumber, and thank you very much for holding Joe.
Oh, not a problem, Alan. Appreciate it.
So to finish up what we were talking about, I just wanted to start off by saying, you ended up endorsing Arizona Senator John McCain and attending rallies on his behalf. Now, why did you support our Arizona senator, and what do you feel about Obama being elected?
Well, quite frankly, I came out for John McCain because the alternative scares me even more. Now, you guys got to remember, a couple of years ago, John McCain was the favorite amongst Democrats. I can't see two groups, Democrats, Republicans, embracing John McCain the way they did, and yet John McCain still calling himself a Republican. I just never understood that. I kind of figured, if John McCain got in, he might have been able to keep things going in an average sort of way, as opposed to Barack Obama's extreme left views, I think, hurting America. And so essentially my vote was against Obama as opposed to McCain. Like I said, I want someone I can vote for. I'm tired of people going off public opinion polls. No one will sit there and give a straight answer on what they believe because they're afraid of upsetting, this special interest group or this set of lobbyists. Or, when you get to that level, you pretty much promised, they no longer work for the American people. They're working for whatever lobbyist is giving them money to run for president anymore. So, my vote was cast against Obama as really more than for McCain.
So more like lesser of the two evils in your mind?
Pretty much. Give me a man I can vote for, and that's what I want.
Well, I'm not
going to... Not just a man. I mean, a woman. I mean, Sarah Palin. I got a chance to speak with her, and she's the real deal. I wish more people would give her a chance and actually listen to what she's got to say because she's incredible.
Well, there's been some talk and buzz around the internet that they have Palin and Joe the Plumber for 2012. So.
Well, I'm sure Sarah Palin can find somebody that a little bit better than that could run with her. I don't have I just find that a little humorous.
Oh, well, you know what, though? You were saying lesser of the two evils. I would rather have someone who doesn't know much than to consume our office with their own poison. If because it's all a learning curve anyways.
Well, it is. I mean, it always amazes me. They're talking about the lack of experience, and that goes with both ways, the lack of experience with Barack Obama or the lack of experience that Sarah Palin brought to the table. Bottom line, I don't think, honestly, myself personally, don't think you need all that much experience. As long as you love this country and is going to do what's best for this country, then I don't think you need that much foreign affair. I mean, if it's not good for the country, we don't do it. Mm-hmm. Stop apologizing for being Americans and say, listen, guys, this isn't going to work for us Americans. So you guys go do what you need to do. We're going to take care of ours. Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Well, I think what would personally, and I agree, man or woman, but I think what would really be a perfect role is have a great parent, a mother or a father, mixed with a great business person, with those two values, because you do what's best as a parent, and I know you have a son, you do what's best for your child. And
every day.
And I have 3 boys. I am inspired by them even more. So if we have a president with those values, putting our country first, I mean, I think that's how McCain got his little tagline. I'm not sure, but country first. It's just like our children. We're here to protect and serve our children. A president has to have that same savviness, protecting our country first, and have a good business sense about him, keeping us out of, and it's ironic, it's like a double negative. They call it the Great Depression, and there wasn't really nothing great about that. But it seems like we're going back down there now.
Well, when the federal government is the single largest employer in our country, there is something wrong there. That's not what the government was created to be, and now they're, they got their hands in way too many pots, and they can't control it. It's gotten too big, too unwieldy, and they really need to, cut back and cut different programs, re-streamline some programs. There's just so much waste going on. They're not even aware of it half the time. They just, business as usual.
I agree more. And you can, we've got about 5 minutes left, but I definitely wanted to talk about your website, Secure Our Dream. Why don't you just tell everyone about your website, please?
Well, secureourdream.com, it's not for Republicans. It's not for Democrats. It's just for the American people. Regardless of what side of the ball you're on, you still want the guy that you voted in to actually work for you. And that's what this website's about. It's about actually holding these guys accountable. And I'll make an example. Being a plumber, I go to somebody's house. They want me to fix their kitchen sink. Well, I give them a price. I tell them what it's going to, cost and what I'm going to do. And they say yes or no. They say yes, then I proceed and I do the job. And, if I didn't do a very good job, they're going to be upset, and they're going to be calling the Better Business Bureau. They're going to be calling the boss. They're going to call a number of different people. And that's just a kitchen sink. Now, we're talking about your family's future, your children's, your grandchildren's future, yet we don't hold any of these people accountable for a thing they do or don't do, and half the time it's what they don't do. They're not on there, up there working and slaving away, working for the American people. They're sitting up there, again, posturing, pointing fingers, doing a minimal amount of work, getting paid a lot of money, and so that's what the site's about. It's about actually, finding, asking them, when they get into in the office there, it's like, okay, why did you vote for that bill? That's not representing me. That's not representing half the people. I mean, everyone in the country said, don't do the bailout. Well, not everyone, but a great many percentage, and I don't have that number off the top of my head, but it was more than 50, and yet they did it anyways. So were they listening to the American people, or were they just deciding to go ahead and do what they want to do because they have the power? So essentially, we need to let the Congress, Senate, even the president, to a degree, that the power is in the people, and we elect you to represent us, not the other way around. And so the more people that actually get involved with the website, more people that come together, the bigger voice we have, and we can sit there and explain to these guys, listen, you're working for us. So it's all about holding them accountable, making sure that the American people are 100% on top of it. You got to remember, we only had about a third of the people vote. It was, we had more people vote in this election than the last, but it's still only a little over the third. Man, it'd be awesome if we actually got all the Americans involved and really found out what this country wants and which direction we need to go. So that's what American SecureOurDream.com is all about.
Yeah, that's secureourdream.com. Now, I just wanted, because we only have a couple minutes left, regarding this, how shall we say, this crap that Ohio pulled on you. We had an investigator do some work. Was any of that helpful for you?
Yes, it was. Actually, I met with some lawyers today. My lawyers, their name of them is Judicial Watch. Mm-hmm. They are out of Washington, D.C., and they're lawyers about when people's rights get violated. They come in. They're kind of like the opposite of the ACLU. They're a little bit more conservative, but they are, they're not. They don't. What's the word I'm looking for? They don't represent, Republicans, Democrats. It's just more or less about people's rights.
It's not parties. It's not the party. It's the individual.
Exactly.
Now,
so
we've only got 1 minute left, but I think that investigative agencies just wanted for me to convey good luck to you, and anything else they can do for you, just let them know.
Oh no, the information, the group out of Florida, and their name eludes me right this second. Can you help me, Alan?
Absolutely, it's Baroski Associates.
Baroski Associates. Yeah, no, they brought up some information to me, and I was able to relay that to the lawyers today, as a matter of fact, and they were very happy with that. And so no, they've been a help in the beginning of this, and I'm sure they've expressed interest to help throughout. So I'm sure we'll be able to use whatever they bring to us. And again, it's not so much for me; it's just for the American people. That way, they don't have to worry about asking questions to their elected officials.
Joe,
in the future.
We got to wrap it up. I thank you very much for coming on the show, Joe.
Hey, thanks a lot, Alan. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. That's Joe Wurzelbacher. We're going to be taking a commercial break, and we'll be right back. Thank you.